We are here with Pierre Bardoux, Director at the Global Fund for Coral Reefs. We're following up on the statement made yesterday, or the call to recapitalize the Global Fund for Coral Reefs with 150 million, which would enable to raise an additional 3 billion for reef positive initiatives. Could you please explain what are the mechanisms that would allow to unlock those 3 billions once we have secured the 150 million?
Okay, so the Global Fund for Coral Reef is a very innovative financing instrument. It uses different blended finance tools to pool, sequence, combine and deploy different types of investment tools. So we have a UN fund which pool public and private donation and use those private and public donation for technical assistance, first loss, guarantee and incubation and acceleration of reef positive solutions. What we call reef positive solutions are investments basically that address stressors of reef degradation. It can be sustainable tourism, it can be waste management system, it can be waste agriculture byproduct, it can be sustainable aquaculture, sustainable fishery, seaweed, etc. So that's our first window. We have a second window that deploy equity investments. So this is an equity fund managed by a private asset manager. So once we have identified an investable solutions, we can deploy equity through these instruments. This is the first two levels. The third level is we are building right now a debt fund. The debt fund pool donor advised funds from impact investors into a trust fund that can deploy concessional, not very high concessional, but some concessional debt into those businesses. So those are three different types of tools. We can combine the grants for technical assistance, the de-risking, the equity, the debt into businesses. Our strategy is by pooling 750 million, into 250 from donation, 500 million from our equity fund, we will be able to unlock $3 billion. Because when we invest into a deal, let's take the example of a Fiji waste management facility that we are developing right now. This is a public-private partnership. We've invested $3 million into the site, but to completely finance the project, we need 15 million. So we can put some concessional debt. We will also call on multi-development banks, financial institutions like Deutsche Bank, HSBC, BNP Paribas to come and co-finance. So this is how we get to the 3 billion. So this is really using different financial tools to get at scale. Because only with grants or public funding, we'll never be able to finance those projects. But because those projects are also in the south, in LDCs or SITs, they are considered very high risk. And that's why the de-risking tools that we have are critical.
Great. So as part of the emergency call to fund corals protection and restoration initiatives, some actors from the private sector might be in our audience and wondering how can they contribute today, what mechanisms or how to direct them to the right place.
Okay, investors. So the first avenue is to contribute to our equity fund. So we have an equity fund. The target is 500 million, as I was mentioning. We've already capitalized $135 million into that equity fund, and we are going through different series of closing. So we are pitching private investors so that they can invest into this fund managed by Pegasus Capital Advisor. So that's the first conduit. The second one is to come and co-finance the different projects we incubate. So this is the co-financing at deal level. The example I was mentioning for Fiji, but there are other examples. We've invested into a company called Carbon Wave in Mexico. They work on sargassiums, and there is a need for co-financing into these deals. So those are very concrete examples. We have around 500 businesses in the pipeline. So there is a lot of opportunities for private investors to come in and benefit from the de-risking that we deployed for those projects.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Thank you.